Old phones, new phones. So what's the problem? If you're like a lot of people, you tend to get a new smartphone every few years, which I think is kind of weird in a way, because before smartphones came along, you could have a phone in your house for 15 years before you considered it to be old and maybe outdated and then you had to toss it. But for whatever reason, we all like getting new stuff, so we go out and we get ourselves the latest generation of each of the devices. And then it's hard to part with the older ones, so maybe you let them, if you didn't trade them in, maybe you let your kids play them, or you find some child that would like to have one. And they go into the App Store there, and like this is my iPhone 3GS, came out many years ago. And you go to the App Store, and you try to look at the apps that maybe you're still going to work on an iPhone 3 or a 4 or a 5. And as you go through it, you get to an app and it'll say, oh, not compatible with your device. Go to another app. Okay, oh, this would be great for the kids. Talking Tomcat. Oh, not compatible with your device. So why is it in the App Store? Here's how the App Store should be designed. If you have an older phone, an older model, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone, and it's not compatible with that particular device, don't put it in the iPhone store, so that the person who has a child or some other member who's using an older device can download the version that is compatible and not see all the rest of it. So essentially what I'm saying is two things. One, they need filters in the App Store so that if you have an older device, it only shows you apps that are compatible with older devices. The second thing they need to do is when you go to the App Store with an older device, that if it's an app that is available that was available when that device was still current, and they have a newer version, it should be able to keep the older version of that app. So if you have, for example, again, an iPhone 4, and there's a game like Talking Tomcat, kids love that, and the new version has a whole bunch of new features, but it's not compatible with the old phone, the older version should be downloadable on the older device and the newest version on the newest device. That would make the older technology at least functional for people who either want to use their old devices or let a child use it to play with. And that's today's idea of the day. All right, so that's today's idea of the day. I hope you liked it. If you visit ideaoftheday.com, you'll see a new one every day. Every day. Yeah, some of them don't suck. And don't forget to subscribe. And you can see them here every day. Brand new one. And some of my videos don't suck either.